Hello and welcome, all who enjoy art. Makeup is art. Art is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in visual form. Art can be expressed by anyone. A wise woman named Mary Dunbar once said, "We are each gifted in a unique and important way. It is our privilege and our adventure to discover our own special light." This quote not only sums up the meaning of makeup, but also the artistic abilities that people can make of it. In the early 2000s, makeup was used to hide one's imperfections, but as the years have progressed, makeup has become a form of art. Senior Alyssa Mojica shared her opinion on how the meaning behind makeup has changed.
I think in the past, it had a very negative connotation to it because people would look at people who wear makeup and say, oh, they're only wearing makeup because they feel bad about themselves or they want to look completely different about from the person they are. But I don't think that's as accurate now. I think people wear makeup so they could just define the features they have and also to express their individuality.
Senior Alexa Flores stated her opinion on the significance of makeup.
Makeup is something that might make other people feel good about themselves, and that's just who they are. And it's not necessarily something to cover up your insecurities, but it's just something that makes you happy. It makes you be who you want to be.
Beauty gurus in the YouTube community once used their tutorials to show people how they could conceal themselves and hide their imperfections. But in the last 5 years, these beauty gurus have become artists who don't use makeup just to make themselves look beautiful. Beautiful is a very broad word. It can hold physical, emotional, and mental meaning. Beauty is in the way you hold yourself. It's how you treat people, the way you love, it's self-acceptance. Beauty is in your soul. Mojica also shared what beauty means to her.
I think myself, I have not fully constructed the meaning of the word beauty, and I think that for every person, the word beauty is different. But for me, I just see it as how you are on the inside, and also how you are on the outside, but that part is not as significant as the part on the inside.
Internationally known, James Charles was one of the first male makeup artists to start a channel that showcased makeup as an art form. Although he went through hate and many years of figuring out what makeup techniques fit him best, he is one of the most influential people I know. Beauty gurus are constantly releasing palettes and makeup that they create, but it never seems to catch my eye. James Charles' most recent collab with Morphe Cosmetics caught my eye right away. His palette was called Unleash Your Inner Artist, and if the name doesn't already seem interesting to someone who enjoys makeup, the actual makeup is sure to get their attention. While the palette is all great materialistically, the meaning behind it and the purpose of it is what caught my attention. Senior Jillian Foster shared her opinion on purchasing these makeup palettes.
I think it would depend a lot on the palette. If the palette didn't have meaning, but I really liked the artist, I would definitely consider buying it. But I would also try to think about, I would probably lean towards other palettes that had a meaning and a significance behind it, even if, as long as I supported that meaning. If I wasn't obsessed with that makeup artist, but it had a meaning, I'd probably lean towards that artist or palette more.
Makeup is art. Stop shaming people who spend an hour a day creating art on their faces, and stop shaming those who create art otherwise. Art is art. Art will remain art no matter what categories are added and or removed. When asked whether she thought makeup was a form of art, Foster said,
Definitely. Makeup is, some people do it every day just kind of as a what's expected thing, but especially recently, a lot more people are having fun, experimenting, and trying new things, and honestly, creating a work of art every day, and it's always changing too. So yeah, I definitely think makeup is a type of art form.
"Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed a little insight into the makeup community."